What's going on, guys? Jacob Worth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys on a beautiful sunset evening here in Las Vegas. Gosh, we have so many of these, it's amazing. So doing a video today about the cost of living between Las Vegas and a city in California that I'm definitely familiar with, Sacramento, California. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Let's go ahead, give the video a thumbs up for this, especially if you're looking to move here from California, just like I did years ago, right? This is my former state of residence. For those of you that didn't know, I did move here from California to Las Vegas. So we're going to talk about this today, some of the cost of living differences between Sacramento and between Las Vegas. These sources that you pull from online, understand they're only so accurate, and depending on how it's measured, right, numbers can vary and numbers change over time. So this is just for the year 2022 to give you an idea of the cost of living difference you can expect between Las Vegas and between Sacramento for those of you looking to move here. And if you're looking to move here and you need help with the home buying process, I will put a link down below. You can contact a really cool realtor that I've known for years here. Her name is Lacey. She's absolutely awesome. That's where people want help with a realtor moving here, I send them to her. So if you need to sell a place in Sacramento before you buy here, you can do that. If you just want to buy here after renting in Sacramento, whatever, that's fine. There's also a mortgage lender named Amber. She can help with that whole process as well on the mortgage side. So they've known each other for years as well. They're good friends. They know how to have some fun in the process too of your home buying experience when you're coming here to Las Vegas. So let's talk about Sacramento. Okay, good old 916 Sacktown, right? Now this will obviously apply to other parts of the Sacramento area too. So, you know, if you're coming from Folsom or El Dorado, Hills, Davis, Rancho Cordova, Elk Grove, heck, even way up in, you know, Chico or Yuba City or something like that, right? Anywhere in that Sacramento area, okay, you can try to apply this to that if you're moving here to Las Vegas. Now, if you had an income in Sacramento of $50,000, right, 50 grand in Sacramento, moving here to Las Vegas, you would need to earn about $42,700, okay, to have that same quality of life, that same lifestyle. All right, so you're looking at about a 15% lower cost of living in Las Vegas than you are in Sacramento. Now, housing, okay, median two-bedroom rent in Sacramento is $1947, so almost $2,000, okay? Here in Las Vegas, about $1,176. Median home price in Sacramento for a 3-bed, 2-bath, about $455,000. Here in Las Vegas, this says $441, but really it's like a little over $400. This is, like I said, some of these numbers, or just, again, a general idea, right? Transportation, gas, price per gallon, this is $3.73. It's definitely higher than that in Sacramento. Here in Las Vegas, it's $3.07, but again, general idea, right? Food, bread, Sacramento, dang, $4.74 for a loaf of bread in Sacramento. Here in Las Vegas, you're looking at about $3.28. A dozen eggs in Sacramento, $2.75. It should be cheaper in Sacramento, man. Got all that farmland in the area, geez. Here in Las Vegas, about $2, okay? Gallon of milk, about the same, Sacramento and Las Vegas, about $2.50, okay? 12-inch Pizza Hut pizza, over $15 in Sacramento. Geez, you guys. Pizza's in high demand up there. Here in Vegas, $10.50. Quarter-pounder with cheese at McDonald's, a little over $5 in Sacramento, about $4.40 here in Las Vegas. Entertainment, pretty similar, actually. If you want to get a movie ticket in Sacramento or Vegas, a little over $12. Sacramento's a little closer to 13, but not too bad. Yoga class, similar price from Sacramento to Las Vegas. $18 in Sacramento, almost 17 here in Las Vegas. 6-pack of Heineken, $9.66 in Sacramento, $8.38 here in Las Vegas. Healthcare, ooh, definitely a little more expensive in Sacramento. So cost of a doctor's visit in Sacramento, $155. Here in Las Vegas, $112. Dentist visit, about the same, $102 to $107 in Sacramento to $102 here. Cost of optometrist visit, $131 in Sacramento, $115 here in Vegas. Cost of Lipitor, $491 in Sacramento, man. $436 here in Vegas. And then population as of 2019, okay, Sacramento, pretty much 500,000 people, right around that 500,000 person mark in Sacramento. Again, this is from 2019. Las Vegas is 635,000 basically, okay? Since then, Sacramento, I'm not sure if it has gone down some because so many people have left California, but you know, generally, actually, California's population has still continued to grow over the years because even though lots of people, for a while now, they've had more people leaving, like moving out than moving in, but because of birth rates in California, you know, people coming in and also more people being born in California, you got still 40+ million people there. So Sacramento's sitting right around 500,000 people, sounds about right. Las Vegas is 635,000. Keep in mind, that's just the city limits of Las Vegas. So there's the city limits of Las Vegas, and then there's the unincorporated. Unincorporated Clark County is what people call it. So people who live not in the city limits of Las Vegas, but they could put Las Vegas on their address and, you know, for their mail, and they'll still get their mail sent to them, okay? And even that is separate from Henderson, which is a separate city, and North Las Vegas, which is a completely separate city, okay? Now, weather, let's talk about this, okay? This is actually not as different between these two as some people might think when they think of California, right? Lots of people think of California, think of the beach, the coast, the cool weather, all that kind of thing, man. Those of you who live in the Central Valley, you get more inland, you know that that's not quite the case, all right? So the average high here in July in Las Vegas for the summer, 103.8, okay? Sacramento, 92.6. So, right, about 10 degrees or so hotter on average in July for the average summer high. But definitely in Sacramento, you get your days of 100+ degree heat, just like where I grew up in Modesto, California, right? You get your days of 100+ degree heat. So coming from the Central Valley to Las Vegas, the change in weather is not a huge difference in terms of just the heat, okay? Because also in the Central Valley, it tends to be more dry there as well. Now, the winter is about the same actually too, coming from Las Vegas and Sacramento, okay? The average winter low in January here in Vegas, 37 degrees, and Sacramento's 39, okay? One thing about it, though, that people don't realize, they know that Vegas in the summertime is hot, right? It's the desert, right? So it's dry, that kind of thing. But even the wintertime, it's dry here in Las Vegas, okay? Fall is probably the best time of year for weather in the southern Nevada, probably followed by the spring, I would say. But, you know, some people love the heat, some people love the cold. It just depends, okay? But here in Vegas, even during the wintertime, it's going to be dry. So we don't get like fog here in Vegas. Very rarely do we get fog here, okay? Because there's not much moisture in the air. So when you're in California, whether you're on the coast or more inland in the Central Valley, that kind of thing, you're used to some more moisture in the air, used to that kind of fog that you get. You're not really going to get that here in Southern Nevada. Average commute time, okay, this is always the stat that I'm like, I think this is the most wrong, okay? This might be okay, this might be correct in Sacramento. This is 26.8 minutes, okay, for a one-way commute to work for the metro area. So Sacramento says 26.8, so let's say 27. Las Vegas is 24.5, okay? For Vegas, I think that's definitely high. All right, you could pretty much drive across the entire Vegas Valley in that much time, okay? So traffic in Vegas really isn't that bad. Sacramento, I know it can suck. All right, we have 99 coming through, you have I-5 coming through, I-80 coming through, Highway 50, right? You've got your fair share of highways that come through Sacramento. I know it can suck, it can get all congested and that kind of thing. Vegas is a younger city than, you know, a lot of the big cities in California. So the infrastructure here, I would say generally is nicer and more suitable for growth, right? The lanes we have in lots of parts are wider, the roads are wider. You know, we still have room to expand highways and things like that over the years. So as the Vegas Valley continues to grow, it's set up better for expansion, I would say, than a lot of what you're used to seeing in California. Now here's one that's big difference. State income tax. Everybody knows this one, right? California, the lowest level state income tax is 1%, and the highest is 13.3. Gosh, you guys passing that stuff out of Sacramento. My gosh, man. Here in Nevada, 0 in Nevada. We don't do state income tax here. It is in our state constitution that there cannot be a state income tax in Nevada. Fun fact for you. All right. Sales tax, 2021, Sacramento, 8.75%. Damn, you guys. Here in Las Vegas, 8.38%, okay, and that's high, you know, on the higher end. Really, I think across the country, it's on the higher end, and Sacramento is even higher than that, okay? And then the property tax, Sacramento, 0.81%. Here in Clark County, 0.65%. So in terms of the overall tax picture, that's the big way states get tax money from people, right? Is through income tax, state income tax, sales tax, and property tax. So California got the highest income tax in the country. Sales tax in Sacramento is higher than here in Las Vegas, and ours is on the higher end. And your property tax is also higher in Sacramento than it is here in Las Vegas. As a state, Nevada has one of the lower property tax in the country. I think it's number 4, somewhere in that vicinity. And our property tax is a little high, but as you see, it's even higher in Sacramento. So here in Nevada, that's how you offset the fact that we have no state income tax and such low property tax, is because it's like 80+% of the state's revenue comes from sales tax. And most of that obviously comes from the tourists here in Las Vegas who visit the Strip, Fremont Street, off-strip stuff, all that kind of things, right? Food is exempt from sales tax here in Southern Nevada. So if you're going grocery shopping, you don't pay sales tax on food or groceries. You will on clothes and stuff like that, stuff that are non-grocery items. But for the most part, you know, the tax situation is far better in Nevada than it is in California. It's pretty hard to argue against that one. And the most valuable industries by payroll, Sacramento, no surprise, public administration, right? Government. It's the capital of California, so government, public administration, right? The public sector, healthcare, technical services. Here in Las Vegas, no surprise, right? Travel, leisure, accommodation, food services, healthcare, arts, entertainment, nightlife, hospitality, anything usually dealing with travel, that kind of thing. We do have quite a big retiree population here, particularly from California. People who retire from California, sell their home, cash out, buy a house with cash here in Nevada, and they're still close to family. They can fly back easily, drive back easily. Lots of people in California will do that. A lot of the baby boomers, they'll slide out of their home. You have all kinds of equity and buy one or multiple houses with cash here in Nevada. Or they'll buy one house here, buy a vacation home somewhere, or they'll just buy one here with cash and sit on the rest of their money for retirement. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice, okay? But that's what you're looking at to give you a general idea of cost of living between Sacramento, California, and Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you're looking to move here, whether it's Las Vegas, Henderson, or North Las Vegas, again, there will be a link down below for a really awesome realtor named Lacey that I know. So if you're looking to come in 2022, or if you're looking to come several years from now, if you're just thinking about it, if you need to sell a home first, or if you're renting and you want to buy here right when you get here, or you want to rent here first, then buy later, use the link below, contact Lacey. She'll help you. Her and her team will help hold your hand throughout that entire process. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hope it was helpful for you to be able to make that transition from California to Southern Nevada just like I did. That's going to be it for this one. I am Jacob. This is my life in Vegas.